Is this the way our romance ends? I got the message when you said we could be friends.
Well, school ended, and I was out in the schoolyard one day, and my father showed up, and he said, "You have to come with me." And I said, "Well, I got to practice baseball." He said, "No, you have to come to me. You're gonna have to go to work with me." My father always had two jobs. He was a steel worker, worked in a steel mill, and he had a part-time job in this amusement park in a restaurant. So that being said, my practicing for the baseball team came to an abrupt end, and I was brought down to Savin Rock Amusement Park in West Haven to spend my day, my summer day, and I sliced hot dog rolls, and I peeled potatoes, and I did whatever, bus tape. I did everything that a little kid would do. The restaurant that I was brought down to was in the heart of the amusement park, and it was a busy place. We had 6 grill men in the front, and all they did was sell hot dogs, cook them. We were on a charcoal broiler, so it's kind of hot. We had charcoal grills going all the time. We had men on the front, and 6 on the front, and 2 or 3 on the side, including me, that was constantly stacking hot dogs for the men on paddle boards so they could slip it back and forth onto the grills. And to give you an idea how busy we were, on Wednesday we would get the delivery of the hot dog rolls, you know, fresh rolls, and went into this room where I was supposed to work, and I would get an order of 1,200 dozen hot dog rolls. 1,200 dozen. Now you do the math. Which was pretty good size. I mean, it had just about everything you could imagine in there. Water rides, roller coasters, Thunderbolts, B-29s, all kinds of restaurants, bars, gambling facilities, games of chance. They had everything. Music, constantly. Penny arcades going all the time. Ice cream. You name it, this place had it. Fun houses, popcorn, caramel corn, all kinds of things, and people flocked to it. I don't have to do that. And one day, the fella who was supposed to be my mentor, who was in charge of me, didn't show up for work. So my father said, "Tommy, you have to take this stuff over there." I said, "I don't want to do it, Dad. I don't like doing that." He says, "You're going to have to do it, so just do it." At this stage, I was probably, well, 7th grade. I probably was 11 or 12 years old. And I took the box of food that had been ordered, and I managed to go over there, and you had to knock on the door, and the guy would open it. "Oh, yeah, come on in, kid." And I would bring the stuff in, and whatever the bill was already made up, and it will say that it was, the bill was, say, $10 or $20. They would give me $30, and they'd say, "Keep the change." I said, "You gave me too much money." They'd say, "All right, kid, keep the change." Now, gamblers are a unique breed, and when they're winning or when they're playing, they're big tippers. I didn't know anything about that, so I came back and I gave the owner, or my father, I gave him the money for the order, and I said, "They gave me $10. What do I do with it?" He says, "You keep that." So I kept the $10. I said, "What? What is this?" Well, I did it for another day or so, and then finally this kid or young man who was a draft dodger came back to work, and he said, okay, the order came in, and I was packaging the box, and he said, I got it all packed up, and I was peeling some potatoes with a potato knife, and he said, I'll take the order over now." I said, "No, I'm going to take it." And he said, "It's mine. I'm taking it." and he got pretty aggressive with me. So with the potato knife in hand, I said, I'll stick you with this potato knife. I'm taking the box over. So he backed up, draft dodging coward that he was, and went and told my father that I pulled the knife on him. I took the box over, and this time I had a $25 tip from gamblers. And I came back. My father took me aside. He said, did you point a knife at him and threaten him? And I said, yes, I did. And he said, don't do that anymore. And then it was over. And they knocked it all down, and there were a lot of property transfers, and you know, because it was prime real estate. Now it's has city-run condominiums on it, and it has a walkway for people to walk alongside the shore. And every place where there was a restaurant, where I worked, and by the way, the name of it was Jake's Vienna's. Why, I don't know, but that was the name of it. Every one of the places on the walk that goes alongside where Main Street used to be has a little brick on it, and it says Jake's Vienna's, or nothing ever changes. Everything stays the same. It's just different people, different folks, and different locations. But I had a good time. I had a bad time. All in all, I'm glad I did it. I learned a lot, and I'll never forget doing what I did. I spent from the 7th grade to senior in high school, and it actually came back when I was in the Marine Corps after 2 years away. I went to Korea and Far East, and came back and filled in on Thanksgiving Day.
Was true. I can't believe I'm losing you. We played a game of give and take, but I stopped playing when my heart